Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Disco Elysium. In the last episode we walked around a bit and got pointed to the failed electrical building. We need to try and increase our shivers. I need to try and pass like 45 minutes so I can learn the thought, internalize the thought about doors. I think it might help me with this. I don't know why I think it might help me with this, it's just a hunch I've got. I may be full of rubbish, but I remember we were sent here to restock the empty trap, and I think this was the empty trap.
The trap stands empty near the reeds, powdered with snow. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' apprehensive hissing.
Let's release the locusts into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He doesn't want to, but if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it.
Do I have to go and tell them that I've... Yeah, now report to Lena and the whirling? Let's just go do that. It uses up a bit of time, doesn't it? I think I have to run back to close to the church so I can fast travel. Let's quickly go and do that. I'm really hoping that the shivers check isn't just, oh, this is how you can get in, and then I have to pass another check. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be, oh, you passed the shivers check. Oh, look, the door's unlocked. I won't hold my breath, though. Okay, map. Look at all these checks. Oh, God, these. I need to try and retry some of these, I feel. Anything in the whirling that I failed? Like I want to try something in the whirling at some point. Backyard wall? No. Tommy Home? They're all impossible, legendary, and awful. They're all huge. Right, anyway. Let's go to the whirling. Thing here that I can interact with. Well, there's this window still, which confuses me. We failed whatever check this was.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Do you think we could pass that if I buff my perception as high as possible? Let's try. Hang on. What do I have? I know these shoes increase my perception. Anything else? I mean, obviously anything that minuses my perception's probably got to go. Yep, the peepho's got to go. I gotta have some glasses that increase my perception, right? That's what glasses do. The first set of glasses I come across. -1 perception. -1 perception. I'm starting to... There's a theme here. I'm starting to think the only thing I have that buffs my perception is the pair of boots, because they make me taller. Nothing else has -1 perception, does it? Okay, so we can only manage to get 1. Ugh. Ugh. That's awful. That's awful, awful, awful. Let's try.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
28%. Oh no.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
Wait, what? Is that in the back garden?
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush. Point at the window.
Huh?
What's the best option here? I need your guys to hand the key to me. I need you to let me slide by so I can grab the key. Titus, can you hand the key to me, please? Let's go with this one. This has got please in it, which is probably the most polite option.
I'm not your janitor, cop. I don't even know what you're talking about. There's nothing there.
Worth a try.
If he says it's there, it's there.
The lieutenant takes his glasses off to clean them, then puts them back on. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
God's sake.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch and slides it across the table to you.
Take the key.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Workshop spare? What the hell could that be for?
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you. Nod to the old man. Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the Union box window? Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what doors does this open? Let's say thank you first.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Oh, well, never mind. Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the Union box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Well, Ruby did. Let's look at the key in my hand. I wonder what doors does it open?
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
It's worth a try.
Maybe this is somehow connected to Ruby getting to the roof? Yeah, this is what I was thinking.
Your secret root theory? You're grasping for straws, cop man. Why'd she put it back if it's hers?
That is actually a valid point.
A little wisdom from old Titus. Not everything is connected to one thing. Keys just lie around. It's a messy world.
It's said without aggression, as genuine advice.
Alright, let's leave. Alright, well hang on. Let's tell... Oh no, where's the man? Let's tell the cryptozoologist lady that we've restocked the traps.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
The elderly woman smiles up at you hopefully. I restocked the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
He manages a smile for you.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Only the hardcore players left, huh? It's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
So, who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Something tells me it's up to me again. Once more, onto the breach then. Take it on with undue optimism.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
The half-moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up at you.
Answering a question with a question, for example. Defensive isn't her usual style.
You're not telling me the whole story.
I'm not. It's not that.
He doesn't know how to end the sentence. Then what is it?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks, you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream? Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence. that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
We have a 92% on the suggestion chance here. First, tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie. I really hope we pass this.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
And I need something good here.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
Normally when I think about stuff like women and marriage, I feel bad. When I think about you and Morel, I feel okay. That counts for something, no?
Oh, of course it counts for something. But we've had our hard times too.
She looks down at her legs.
I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He'd still be into you, that's not how these things work. Let's just go with that one. He'd still be into you, that's not how these things work.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
To hell with this, I still believe you saw the phasmid. Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. Okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean that all cryptids are fake. Chase another one. You're right about all of it, and I need to get back to my work. Yeah, let's just go with this. Thing is, you're not sure you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need helping getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
You do that, I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
Can I have your address, just in case there's news?
Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Be careful out there, Lena. It's been a pleasure, ma'am. The rest of it's pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light. Well, let's go with that one.
You're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you, even though it turned out to be a...
The sentence remains unfinished.
A waste of time. A dream. A lie. Like that, she drives off. The gas station enters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's snowing.
That wasn't very quiet.
We should go to...
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness, to ask the wind once more.
Oh, what? Is that a hint that the Fell building is somehow now different? Oh god, I don't know what's going on in this game anymore. But I want to check this door back here. Hang on. I'm quick saving a lot today. I'm paranoid stuff's just gonna kill me. I'm not gonna lie.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Try the workshop spare key on the door.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks.
Oh my god.
Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages.
We did it. We can go in. The real question is, what's in here? Oh. Bunch of pinball machines, huh? This pinball says Frank and Jean. The theme is horses and swords. This pinball is white Diora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. A note. NB. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. NB. Who's NB? What's in the box? Oh, money. I'm sure nobody will miss it. Okay, what?
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of the white Diora machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white Diora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
He looks away.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
Think. Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi. 72%, let's see.
Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
Oh no, Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka Kimball.
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
Hey, Kimball.
What?
You're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
So now he remembers.
He looks at you in the silence of the workshop, then takes his glasses off and cleans them.
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
Wait, but I still can't remember anything else.
Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman.
You don't seem to really like pinball.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science-fiction, and historic romance franchise. It is lame.
Then why are you called Pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How did you...
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story.
You were a juvie cop for 15 years?
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
So that's why he doesn't want to talk to Kuno. Trauma and stressor disorder from being a juvie cop.
Wait, so that's why you didn't want to talk to Kuno?
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
I'm gonna call you Pinball now. I'm gonna call you Kimball now. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim. Let's go with that one. I'll keep calling you Kim.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Oh, that was worth it on so many levels.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Look inside.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Let's look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Well, I'm going to assume that monter is go up and descend is go down.
A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. Oh, let's close the doors and go up. Is this going to take us to the balcony? Wait, this is... somebody's been living here. Like, this is... yeah, that's... oh god, Khaleesi's room. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. Can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Hello. A pinball maker's code? +1 empathy, +1 hand-eye coordination. That is a very nice code. What does that look like? Oh, hell yeah. That's an awesome coat. I'm down for it. Isn't it? Footprints? The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now.
How are all these lights still working if it's been so long?
The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
He taps his foot.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Could this mean the whirling in rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
I agree, it would be
It's
interesting.
not a ghost story. It's a curse, and Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells.
Ah yes, counter spells. That's exactly what I want. Well, I noticed there was footprints on the floor down here.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
So someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
He looks at you.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
The Blue Door was a mega investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, which I would say is quite large.
Okay, what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, leading to the roof, from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant.
So this would make the sniper theory not primary, I guess?
This prince, officer, could be the prince of our killer.
Well, let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Soul could be bigger than vamp. The souls have left the pattern, uniform, horizontal lines.
This print doesn't look like the odd-souled print we found at the hanging, Kim.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
This doesn't look like the workers' boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
So it still could be Ruby, but I don't know. Maybe not, unless she changes her shoes a lot.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. We finished our thought about the door? Please give me shivers.
One more door. There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this into your character. Some doors will forever remain closed, even if every single other door will open at one time or another. Maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial.
Okay, what bonuses do we get? I mean, -1 half-life? Light, even? And all psych white checks unlocked. Okay, well that didn't really help me that much. Poop! Oh well, it was worth a go, wasn't it? I was hoping it was going to be related to the getting shivers, but maybe not. Right, can we get through this door here now? Can we unlock it from this side?
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
So what's on the other side?
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Klaasje about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly, and reads science fiction.
Love it.
Yes, it is quite likely that we will re-emerge on the M plane. Brace for psychokinetic impact. Or the roof.
Let's unbar the door. Let's ask her about it, see if she knows.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
She doesn't appear to have any new options here. In God's name, wake up! Wait, can I can get my drama really high, right? I feel like I might actually be able to pass some of these checks. Can I talk about your room again? Can we ask about the door? Ah. That door there. Point to it. Did you know it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Do you think this has something to do with what happened?
It's possible.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
There were tracks on the floor. They're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
It's an old pinball workshop, the room back there. This place used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
That did not really help, did it? That's all for now. She flicks the ash from her cigarette absent-mindedly.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrowed. Forehead furrowed.
All right.
Should we see if we can pass the drama check? Okay, hang on. Let's see if we can pass the drama check. I am getting quite close to the end of the episode here, though, so, whoops. I'm sure it'll be fine. That's +1 drama. I think I have +2 drama on the... one of these jackets? Oh no, is it the... You see, I could have worn this leather jacket, but I decided that the Party Dragon silk robe fit the look so much better. Let's talk... Let's talk to her again, see if we can pass this check. Oh my god, look at my character.
Officer.
Ladies.
It's a fine day for questions.
97%. In God's name, wake up.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
I don't think she's actually lied to me, though. I don't like any of these options. Why have we not arrested her yet? Let's see what Kim thinks.
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Okay, I'm going to say nothing. I'm not going to press her anymore.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Your real name isn't Khalees Amadou.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Her voice cracks suddenly, like there's a garrote around her neck. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good. You can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Was the passport bullshit too? That passport you keep hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Klaasje Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smit.
I was really hoping her real name would be easier for me to pronounce. For God's sake. I try, guys, I try.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
But where is this boy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now.
We came across that boy when we were with the cryptozoologists, I believe.
It's useless.
Alright, I'll accept the task.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Tell me your real name again?
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Oh my god. Oh god, no, that's another name that I can't pronounce. How many names do you have, woman? The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo Grad in origin, not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism.
Hold on. Katarzyna Alezinji is not an Oranese name, is it? It's not even Monday. It's Grad.
My parents were Zhemsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasie is my father's name.
Finally, we meet. Katarzyna.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
You're probably not even Miss Orange 37, are you?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
Enough, conclude.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I'm not going to arrest him. Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Let's return to this later. Okay, so we know how to get a passport from, so we can try and find a conclusion to her story. Maybe. But I think this is where I shall end this episode. So thank you all very much for being here. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members. If you want to help support the channel, that is the best way. And as always, I'll see you next time.